This is the first of the recognition sutras, the beginning and the end of the journey. Above Lucinda. Chitti swatantra vishvasiddhi hetuhu. Consciousness, free and independent, is the cause of the performance of everything. The most multivalent word in this sutra is siddhi, which has so many meanings. So you can't capture this sentence in one translation. Consciousness, free and independent, is the cause of the accomplishment of everything. Consciousness, free and independent, is the cause of the fulfillment of everything. Consciousness, free and independent, is the cause by which all things attain their natures. Consciousness, free and independent, is the cause of the magic of the universe. Chitti swatantra vishvasiddhi hetuhu. Here using the words consciousness and awareness interdependently, interchangeably, synonymously, not distinguishing their meaning. In German also, I forget the words, one is Bewusstsein. There's two words for consciousness. They have different shades of meaning in certain contexts, but you can also use them almost interchangeably. Consciousness, awareness, not worrying about those shades of possible difference here. Just meaning the power by which you're aware of anything at all. The power by which experience occurs, the power by which the universe is a self-aware universe. Right? Because this is the great mystery. None of the laws of physics require consciousness. Why should it exist at all? Why should there be anything it's like to be a human, to be alive? So consciousness is the fact of experience. The fact of conscious experience is the power by which you're hearing these words right now. You might have heard of some distinction between divine consciousness and ordinary consciousness. In this non-dual tantric tradition, we say nonsense. There's no such distinction. Your ordinary consciousness, the power by which you're hearing these words right now, is a miracle, an extraordinary miracle. Because you're just made of the same stuff as all the rest of the universe. You're just made of the same protons and neutrons and electrons and photons and neutrinos and all on and on and on. But here they assemble themselves in such a way as to become a vehicle for consciousness, to allow the universe to become aware of itself in countless ways. There's nothing in all our comprehensive and deep understanding of science that would suggest why this should be the case. And this tradition says that very power of consciousness by which you're hearing my words right now, by which you're aware of anything at all, is the same power that emanates the entire universe, that supports it and that reabsorbs it once again on every possible scale, on the biggest, grandest cosmic scale, and on the most minute scale. That power by which tiny elements of experience are emanated, supported, and withdrawn, reabsorbed. Thoughts, feelings, sensations, dreams, nightmares. Every form of conscious experience, every quale, like heat, intensity, smoothness. We habitually regard these as properties of an external universe that we imagine to exist independent of consciousness, and that it's merely an accident that we're here to observe it. To which supposition this tradition says, that's nothing but imagination. And imagination is produced by the very same consciousness. Everything exists within and as a product of consciousness. Chitti swatantra vishwasiddhi hetuhu. You could translate the first two words, autonomous awareness. That power of awareness that needs nothing outside itself to accomplish everything, to perform every action, to manifest all things, to realize that each and every thing, each and every experience is the totality in microcosmic form. That's what the meaning, consciousness, free and independent, is the cause of the fulfillment of all things. That's what that means. And you may wonder, are all these different translations the product of Harish's Sanskrit genius? The answer is no. The original divine master, the original sage, the original siddha, the original great being who composed this sutra told us, I mean all these different things by it. Right? So he received the sutras as a transmission, as a download, we say these days. He received them, and then he explained them using the power of his enlightened mind. So he's the one who said, these are all the different meanings of this sutra. Of course, he said that in Sanskrit, and I had to translate that, so I had little involvement. But the genius is his. The genius is Kshemaraja, the king of contentment. That was his spiritual name. We don't know any other name for him. He composed or received these 20 sutras. There's another one. Here's another one. 3 of the 20 are on our hallowed walls. And then he explained the sutras in about 50 pages of Sanskrit text, which I translated in the book, The Recognition Sutras.